Hey guys, I'm going to just continue showing you the work of God. This is going off of what I shared yesterday about the start of Lunation 1275 and the director of Lion King dying that same day, and the father son. My channel is the father son channel, and yeah, just like my syncs with this day were divine. And let's just not I'm gonna try not to ramble too much in this video. Okay, so just a really quick recap. So we're gonna talk about the circle, and circle is 50. The 50th triangular number is 1275. We're talking about lunation 1275. Jesus Christ is 1275. And then remember, you take the digits of pi and you round up and you convert it to this date. So this represents pi, this date, and I was 1275 weeks on that day, and Jesus Christ is about Jesus said, I and my Father are one, because being one with the Father is making a full circle, going back to him and to be with him in peace and perfect harmony. So Lion King, it released on June 24th, 1994, and that was exactly 360 months before I became the same age that my dad was at the time of my birth. So we're going to look at that. But it was 360 months, and that's a circle, perfect 360 degrees, and Circle of Life from Lion King. That was the opening song, the famous song. So now we're going to jump ahead to this date, the day that I became the same age that my dad was when I was born. So here is 1707 weeks. So from my dad's birth to my birth, 1707 weeks. And then on this date, I became 1707 weeks. And we convert it into this date, 1707. So you can look at it from different centuries, but they're all significant to me. And we're gonna look at this one, 1807. So it's still, you write the date 1707. That's why it's still important, but super important. And 1707 to my birth, that's exactly 2217 months, and 2217 p.m. is 1337 minutes into the day. So if you remember Trump, he touched the wall at 4:24 p.m. and I turned 424 lunar months on the first day of Lunation 1275. So the day that he did this and he touched the wall, I was exactly 1337 weeks. I mentioned this in my video yesterday, and the way that it connects to Lunation 1275. So the 1337th prime is 11,027, and the 11,027th composite number is 12,523. And I was that many days old on the first day of Lunation 1275. So that's all God. That's all God right there. And he touched the wall at 4:24 p.m. Jerusalem time. So that was 6:24 a.m. Pacific time. So again, Lion King released on 6:24. I turned the same age my dad was at my birth on 6:24. And Freemasonry was founded on 6:24, which is going to be super important. And when you think about the whole, all the stuff with the circle that I just mentioned in the beginning of the video, you got this. So that's just more perfection. And now we're going to talk about this movie, The Life of Pi. This is something that I believe I just unraveled. So pi, P is the 16th letter, I is the 9th letter, 169 is the 13th square, like 13 times 13. And now I believe that this 1313 is connected to pi. in the circle, especially because of this. So this is the movie, not the book. And again, my whole channel is dedicated to my father's death and showing how the world events are connected to my father's death. So from his death, August 22nd, 1999, to the release of the movie Life of Pi, 13 years, 13 weeks on the nose, 1313. Just like 1313 is 169, and that's pi. 16, P is the 16th letter, I is the 9th letter, pi. So perfect, absolutely perfect. What are the like? I'm telling you, like, this, it's impossible, like, there, for that to to line up like that. This is God, this is divine, this is just more than perfect. It's more than perfect. And like I said, this was a movie. So the book, you may or may not know, but now you will know. The book was published on 9/11/01, the exact days that the towers went down. The exact day. Um. So looking at 1707 again, because remember that was the amount of weeks my dad was when I was born. And then I became that same amount of weeks, 316 months after Lion King released. So 1707 to the day I turned 1707 weeks, the same age my dad was when I was born. It's 911 weeks in one day, just like the date of the release of Life of Pi, and then when the towers went down, eventually the two towers would become one. So I hope you can see why this is so, like, more than perfect, like, beyond human, beyond anything that anyone can imagine. Because just try this for me, okay? Because like I said, this was the amount of weeks my dad was when I was born, and then I turned that into the date and went from that date to the day I became this amount of weeks old. So please try this. Find out how old your dad was when you were born. Take that, turn it into a date. Now go to the day that you became that age. And if you haven't yet, when you will, but most likely you already have. And then convert that amount to a date, and then go from the date to the day you become that age, and tell me if you see anything significant, because that is what is going on here. That is what I just did, and that's why this is just beyond crazy, like crazy, like beyond human comprehension. I'm literally just showing you the work of God. This is like, it's impossible. Like, that's why I show the synchronicities, because there's no other explanation for it other than that it's God. Like, it's not elites or Freemasons or anything like that. And that's why I focus on this kind of stuff instead of just like trying to predict, I don't know, stuff, because God is here now. Like, this is like, I don't need to predict anything, because this is all showing, like, God is here in front of you right now, and I am his oracle, and I'm sending you a message, like, from him through me. This is literally him, like, communicating with you through me, showing you he's real. It's not a joke. And just to end it, so Alpha, Omega, beginning and first and last. This is all this. I mean, Jesus said all this. He said, "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last." But I just took the words, right? Like the Alpha, Omega, beginning, end, first, last, and that equals 307 in ordinal. So, as you can see here, Freemasonry was founded on. Did I say Freemasonry? it was founded June 24th, 1717. So this date that we talked about this whole presentation, when I turned same age that my dad was when I was born, 360 months after Lion King released. So this date was the 307th anniversary of Freemasonry being founded. And again, Alpha, Omega, beginning, end, first, last is 307 in ordinal. So that's why Freemasonry is all about the circle. That's why. Okay. That was the last slide. So I'll try to go from the top one more time. All right. So first day of Lunation, 1275. The director of Lion King died. Lion King about the father and son, and Jesus is. Oh, that's what I forgot to mention. But yeah, like yesterday, I had mentioned how Jesus is the Lion of Judah and the King of Kings. So super symbolic for the director of Lion King to die on the first day of Lunation, 1275, and circle is 50. The 50th triangular number is 1275. This is like the recap, but I think I could skip that. Yeah, this is important. So Lion King released 360 months exactly before I became the same age my dad was when I was born. 360 degrees in a circle. The Lion King starts with the circle of life. And from my dad's birth to my birth was 1707 weeks exactly, and I became 1707 weeks on the day I just showed you, 360 months after Lion King released. And we convert the 1707 into this date. And when you go from 1707 to my birth is 2217 months exactly. 2217 p.m. is 1337 minutes into the day. And I was exactly 1337 weeks old when Trump touched the Western Wall. And the 1337th prime is 11,027. And the 11,027th composite is 12,523. And I was 12,523 days old on the first day of Lunation, 1275. And again, Jesus Christ equals 1275. And I turned 424 lunar months old on the same day. And he touched the wall at 4:24 p.m. and his name equals 424, and so many other things. And oh yeah, again, and yeah, thanks to Zenith of the Alpha America for this slide. This is from his video from years ago. He touched the wall at 4:24. Donald Trump is 4:24 in Hebrew as well, and so 4:24 p.m. in Jerusalem time. Or this little thing is Zenith. This is mine at the bottom, but 4:24 p.m. Jerusalem time is 6:24 a.m. Pacific time, my time. Lion King, like I said, released on 6:24. I turned the same age my dad was at my birth on 6:24, and Freemasonry was founded on 6:24. Freemasonry with the circle. Life of pi. So pi is 16.9. 169, 13 squared, 13 times 13. My dad's death to the release of Life of Pi, exactly 13 years and 13 weeks. No extra days, on the nose, perfect. And from 1707 to the day I turned the same age my dad was when I was born, 911 weeks in one day. That is the date of the 9/11 attacks and the day that the book Life of Pi released or was published. And we looked at that already. Alpha Omega beginning end first last is 307 ordinal, and from the founding of Freemasonry to the day I turned the same age my dad was when I was born is 307 years exactly. So yeah, and I still have so much more to say, but I'm just gonna cut it there for now. Um, Again, I'm not joking. This is God. This is the work of God. I can show this to like any institution and as proof of God, and I really believe that everything I've been sharing, um, my whole channel, but especially the ones like the last 5 or 6 videos, um, they can really change the course of history in terms of like now people say like, oh, you can't prove God. I can. I have so much proof of God, and I'm trying to get that out. Okay, so I hope I hope you take this seriously. My work is super low key. Okay, it's not entertaining as like like the other channels who, I mean, they don't go this deep. Um, and I think that is why it's more entertaining, because it's like the deeper you go, the less I get it. Like it is not going to be entertaining, but I am very, very determined to reach like the people who are like not really here for entertainment, but who are hungry for for proof of God, because this is proof of God, and I'm like I care about this more than anything. So I hope you care about this too, and I hope you care that we have proof of God. We do. We have proof of God. It's here. It's all here. I mean, it's still way more that I've yet to find, but like if anyone needs proof of God, I have it. I seriously have it, and I'm determined to make a difference. So I don't know. All I can do now is just make these videos, hoping to see just where it takes me, where it takes, how it impacts the world. We'll see. I'm rambling now. I'm gonna get off. Thank you guys. Take care. See you in the next one, and God bless. Bye.